Oh, shit, that was on. All right. Hi. All right. We are back. We are back, baby. I am a little flustered, as per usual. I'm going to give everybody a second to get in here. Say hello. Early announcement. If you're watching on Twitter, I can't see your comments. It's not me. It's the platform. I think once Periscope went away and then there's Twitter and I can't, whatever. So if you want to comment, want to be involved in the chat, then you have to go to YouTube. You could subscribe and like. I'd appreciate that. But that's how that's going to work. So I don't want to hear any shit that I didn't see your comments, I didn't respond. I can't see them. I hope you understand. I'll have to make this announcement more than once going forward. All right? It's good to see everybody. I say that a lot. All the boys are in here saying hello. We are back. Happy New Year. Charlie with the roll call. All right. I can't go through all these right now. So it's lively. I appreciate that. Dougie Fresh I am. Dennis. Charlie, of course. Gio. Who else? Oh, Big Red is here? Who else do I see? There's Jake. Mike in Milwaukee. Huge fan of Mike in Milwaukee. All right. Timmy Tommy Power. What's up, man? Oh, I missed you, man. I haven't seen you around. You're a fucking cricket on Twitter. Timmy Tommy Power. I love that guy. There's Artie. All right. Yeah, that ain't going to work, Bazza. All right. You're still in the doghouse. All right. You hope the fire alarm goes off. All right. So, yeah, if you want to be involved in the chat, you got to watch on YouTube. I can't see any Twitter comments. All right. I don't even know if it's on Twitter. Yeah, I am. So, where do I start? Happy New Year. Thank you. I've had a big day. A lot going on in the life of Nagel. So I'm trying to manage it all. I'm trying to is that easy? I'm trying to I don't have a proper, if you're used to the show, I don't have all that, I don't have all that stuff. You know, the grass stuff and the Corn Ferry Tour results. And I didn't do the deepest of dives. This is more of a warm-up. This is supposed to be an exhibition. Do you hear me? An exhibition. So we're just kind of welcome back. We got some names. We're going to go over some stuff. We're going to do some things. I have a couple of, got 2 takes I want to fire off. So we're going to get those out there. And, yeah. So let's just have some fun. There might be a couple of new viewers. And this is not going to be your typical show. Next week, we got one and done next week. We got the Carbon Cup season long. Yo, I'm playing in the Nicholas bracket. You guys should get in that. Be part of it. Play along. We're all going to be there. Got some good names in there already. So the Nicholas bracket, Carbon Cup, we got a couple more days to get in on that. But I feel good. I'm fired up. This is CBD coffee with a shot of Bailey's. Fuck yeah. I'm so excited. So good. It's the best part of my day. Coming home, make my coffee, little juice box mixed in. Hey, CJ, right? How are you? What are you, Steve and Charlie? What are you guys talking about? Oh, you guys are all talking to each other. Nobody's talking to me. That's fine. That's good. Yeah, we got no fucking Kirshner. Leave me alone. God, you're paining my balls. The new Ruvalo. What do we got? All right, I got a little show and tell. I was Mike in Milwaukee, my guy. He sent me a Christmas card. I got a Christmas card from Mike in Milwaukee. Beautiful family, holiday cheer. I was pretty excited about that. I also got a little present. It's been sitting here for a couple weeks. This is from our boy Charlie. Charlie, dear friend of mine. Might be nuts, but big fan of people who are nuts. He sent me a present. Now, I should tell you that last year, I think it was last year, Charlie sent me this an amazing gift. It's going to be like almost impossible to top the Jack Hughes jersey, which I wore to the Dave Matthews concert at Madison Square Garden. That's right. F the Rangers. I'm going there in my Devils jersey. Got a lot of compliments on the Devils jersey. So thanks to Charlie for that. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's inside here. All right. So we're going to do oh, look at that. Nicholas needs only one more spot. Oh, somebody should grab that. You know, my brother probably missing out on that. He talks a big game. All right, so let's open this up, see what Charlie sent us. I'm very thankful. Doesn't matter what it is. Oh, Jack Hughes he's so good. He's a kid. He's a little midget. He's going to grow. He's going to get better. He already signed. A little injury prone. A little worried about that. But, you know, we're like a solid 3 years away, which I'm happy about. Nothing better than having a good hockey team. We lost to Charlie's Bruins last night. But we did win 3 in a row. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm working on this. Charlie's a big fan of tight packaging. All right. Got that bagel stink on him. Who's that? Oh, settle down, Scott. Who the hell are you? All right. Jesus, Charlie. Vacuum seal this shit? All right. Oh. I like this. As Charlie knows, I am a big fan of the hoodies. No card. Nothing. No letter. Oh, wait. Oh. There's a letter. I spoke too soon. Sorry, Charlie. I should have known better. That's my bad. Freaking putz. All right. There's a book in here. Now, I haven't read a book it's been a while. Like a book? I don't even watch TV because I don't have time. And now it's golf season. Maybe I can read this in September. Maybe. After the Tour Championship. Golf is not a game of perfect. Well, I'll take obvious titles for 1,000, Alex. Forward by Darren Clark. Dr. Bob. I know that name. How do I know Dr. Bob? I've heard of him. All right. So I got a book to read. A little homework assignment. All right. That's nice, Charlie. Thank you. All right. Should I read the note? I'm going to read the note. And if it's for air, I'll air it. Thank you, Charlie. That's very nice. Yeah, I did mention a few months back that I was struggling with my golf game. Yeah. I said that a few months back. I said that a few years back. I said that when I was a teenager. Yeah, struggling with the golf game a little bit. This book helped me improve a lot about 12 years ago. Charlie is a whiz around the greens. I was very impressed with Charlie's short game. Kevin Na-esque. Good touch. So if I should take any chipping tips from anybody, Charlie's he's got credibility. I'll give him that. All right, and the coup de grace here. This is I got my Baileys in my coffee. Little what's that say? This is a nice little hoodie. Swing juice. You guys see that? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. It's nice material. Oh, this is beautiful. Beautiful. As Dave Rhino Booyo would say. Charlie, that's very nice. Thank you very much. I will try to read that book. I also bought a book, the 6 swing tips or 6 things with the Ben Hogan, something like that. That's in the kitchen. I haven't read that. I got books down here. Let's see. All right, we'll show and tell. I got Tamsin Fadal, who's a newscaster, Channel 11 News. Beautiful lady. She wrote a book called The New Single after she got divorced. I want an autographed copy. There's her autograph right there. And I've sat it years. Still haven't read it. All right. That's good. This book here, A Life Less Normal by Melissa Palmer, who I went to high school with. Girl I went to high school with. Wrote a book. Still haven't read it. There's probably shit about me in here. I still haven't read it. All right? There's a lot of gossip. All the people that she's talking about, I know those people. All right? She played Miss Hannigan in Annie. I played FDR. All right? So I got those books. I got Lisa Ann's book, The Life. Like, if I'm not reading books about porn stars, how am I, and high school classmates and newscasters that I love, why am I gonna read Dr. Bob? All right? Well, Nagel's Bagels Book Club, and I don't read. I want to read. I want to read biographies. I want to learn. I do. But, like, I got no time. I'll read 3 pages. I'm out. I can't even get through friggin' Ozarks or the Cobra Kai. Anyway. So thank you for the gift, Charlie. I will read it maybe before I'm 50. All right? Cheers. Audible for the... I listen to freaking golf podcasts all day. That's my problem. Listen, I'll make you a deal. If I hit the Powerball tonight, I will read a book. Because I'll just be sitting on my ass. I'll have nothing to do. I'll take a lot of naps. And then I'll have enough energy to get through some books. All right. Nobody cares about that. All right. Listener league complaints. Let's talk about that. Couple guys didn't get in. Now, it filled in about 5 hours. Which I'm proud of you. Thank you. Makes me feel good that I have a contest that people want to play. That's great. It's not my fault if you didn't get in. You should have gotten an invite. You should have gotten a notification. And when you got that notification, you should have entered at that time. If you waited, that's kind of your fault. It's not my fault. I'm sorry. I'm going to send the invites out Tuesday around noon. Noon. 12:15 Eastern time. You know that. Plan accordingly. When you get the notification, reserve your spot. It's not that complicated. I'm not making it bigger because it's already hard enough to win. I'm not raising the price because I don't want to raise the price. And we're not at a point where too many people want to play and they can't get in. If you want to get in, you can get in. I don't want to hear it. So if you want to get in the listener league, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Send me a DM, Nagels Bagels on Twitter. Find me. Send me a DM. Tell me your DraftKings handle. I will send you an invitation to the league. Then once you're in the league, you can join the contest when it posts on Tuesday. Okay? Okay. If you win the league, I'll send you one of these Nagel's Bagels golf balls. Look at that. Where's the camera? I'll send you one of these guys. Wow, you think I know how to do that? And we have a season long also. Our friend Big Red is going to keep track of the standings. We have notable top 10s. If you get in the top 10, you'll earn some points. Some bagel points. A couple bagels. And at the end of the year, whoever has the most bagel points, who's won a tournament, they will get the bagel trophy, which will be here shortly. And we'll have it hung up on the wall, and then I will send you that. Our friend Drifters United, he won the bagel trophy last year. And I have to say, a little bit of an ungrateful champion. I was kind of like cursing him out. I was a little upset. I sent him this thing, and he never like tweeted about it. He never sent me a little, I got it. Thank you. This is awesome. Crickets. But then he made this like hype video. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's kind of a little self-promoting, Drifters United. And that's fine. You're entitled. You're a freaking Bagels champion. But I think I'm going to refer to him as the ungrateful defending champion. Because it took 3 months for me to get hey, thanks for the bagel trophy. Still no tweet, still no picture, still no nothing. Oh, a little insulted. But I'm very sensitive. I'm highly sensitive. So, he's an alpha. He's too good to say thank you. Anyway, so if you want to get into the listener league, send me a DM. I'll get you in, and we will just go from there. It's already filled, obviously, for this week. You could get in. You could play 1 week. If you get shut out, you forget, you're on vacation, you miss a week, it's fine. You'll still be in the mix for the season long. It's not the end of the world. Everybody just calm down. All right? Last year at this Tournament of Champions, our friend Putt Sweat won. Never to be heard from again. Janice DK? Well, let's hope he doesn't win again. Another pain in my ass. All right. I don't need to go over the points. I got no notable top 10s this week. Any notable top 10s last year? Tommy Power. Notable top 10. 4th place. Dennis. Notable top 10. I fly for Rye. GF Link. Is that Phil? That might be Phil. I don't know. Listen. If I don't recognize your like Twitter handle and your DK handle and your YouTube name, and I can't match everything up, don't kill me for that. It doesn't mean I don't know who you are. There's a lot of names, and I'm not big timing anybody here. It's just there's a lot of names, so I get confused sometimes. A lot of things are similar. We got like 7 Scots. So anyway, when you earn nickname status, I'm gonna know who you are. Anyway, all right. So what do we want to do next? Let me look at my list here. Let's get started. 8:19. Anybody got anything? Let's open it up here. Anybody want to say anything? There's Steve. Kapalua equals experience week. I like that. G Flink. Oh, okay. So you got Phil Elfrink, and you got Matthew Flink. This is what I'm talking about. You understand? This is like the world I live in. All right? Cinnamon. Got a couple of Dougs. I'll be your Doug. Dougie Fresh I am. Phil is too. Charlie's speaking into existence. Yes, he does that. Haha, I know all the pains in the ass. Hey, there's Josh. How are you? Josh, Friday, I got you. All right? If you're watching, I swear to God, Friday at the latest. But you know what? I'm going to text you because I might be in the running for a bowl pool. So we got to like figure out all that. We'll settle up soon. All right? Because I'm going to add another one and done entry, by the way. So stay tuned. All right? Oh, good. Aussie week for Tommy Power. What I miss? How long will maybe a week, Eddie. Hopefully about 3 more days. 5 more days. What did Josh just say? Join Nagel's Carbon Cup League. Yeah. Get in there, Nicholas. I heard there's only one spot left, Josh. All right. Yeah. There we go. Augie. Augie! How are you, buddy? All right. They should win a few tourneys this year. Nice to see you, Steve. Thank you. All right. So, a couple of years ago, the Carbon Cup started at the Tournament of Champions. And I, like the golf genius that I am, I had Xander, who won, Woodland, who finished in second, and Justin Thomas, who finished T3rd. And you know what? I didn't win that week. I came in second, which was great to get off to a great start. But how do you pick 1, 2, and 3 and not win? You know, it's very competitive. A lot of sharp minds out there. I don't remember who won, obviously. But we'll do that later. LSU Tiger. I know you. We'll do that later. All right? I had Webb T8, Paul Casey T16, Scott Piercy, man of the people, T19. Maybe that's how. It's a 30, 40-man field. I had a T19. I don't know. But I've always liked this tournament, obviously. Everybody likes this tournament. Everybody's talking about how they're all like refreshed and recharged and everything else. I got to be honest with you. I am fucking exhausted. I am not refreshed. I am not recharged. I am tired. I just got through Christmas season. Our office is down like 20 routes because everyone's sick. And I've been working like a route and a half a day. And it's cold. And there was ice on the ground today. And I'm tired. I am not refreshed. I am not recharged. I am not ready for the start of the golf season. So everyone's zigs. I zag. I am not ready. I am proud to say. But we're going to give it a shot anyway. There's a contest on DraftKings for $100,000. So what the hell? Let's throw a lineup in there. See what happens. I've had some success at this tournament. Kind of know like what's going to happen. No. I don't know what's going to happen. I kind of just I got like a good feel for it. And I have a narrative this year that I really like. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to tell you about it very soon. All right? Steve, I know, buddy. You don't have to tell me. There you go, Kenny. Great job. That is clutch. I like that. I was just making fun of him. So my brother's going to miss out. He grabbed the last spot. That's great. Big fan of Trump. All right. Thanks, Red. All right. I can't recap any tournaments right now. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about Kapalua. I want to say one thing that I don't think anybody. This is where I was thinking. Again, I didn't dive too deep. I looked at the pricing. I looked at like how I think the wind's gonna blow. Not literally. Of where like ownership will be, what the popular takes are. And I just kind of try to do something different without being crazy. I was doing my dishes on Monday. And I'm at the sink, and I'm washing, I'm scrubbing, and I'm thinking about Kapalua, and it's like, who do I want? Where are people going to go? And I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Well, JT won here. People are going to like Xander. There's going to be a lot of no-cut bullshit that I have to listen to. People are going to like JT. Everyone loves Sam Burns. Everybody loves Victor Hovland. These are just things that I'm thinking top of my head. Kyle Morikawa, obviously. It's like, all right, so everyone's going to be like talking about those guys. Hovland's hot shit right now. Sam Burns is hot shit right now. Spieth is back in this tournament, and he was really good here. So all these things, I'm like, oh, all right, so who are people not going to talk about? Let's think about that. Who are people not going to talk about? So then I locked in on this one guy. And I was like, ooh, I like that. I could see nobody talking about this. And I was right. Because nobody's mentioned it. In fact, he's pretty much everybody's fade. So I just stuck that in the back of my head. I made a New Year's resolution. That I am not going to make any golf bets on Monday or Tuesday. That's a rule. That's a resolution. Because what would happen is that I'd make a bet on Monday, and then I'd listen to 3 podcasts and everybody picking my guy. And of course, it's going to lose. You know you're screwed. So then I'll pick somebody else on Tuesday. And then hear somebody picking him. And then I finally get to Wednesday, and I finally make my final decisions after I got all the information that I need, and I get something that I'm comfortable with. But I already have bets on all these guys I already bet, so it gets out of hand. So now we're not betting until after the show. Wednesday night's going to be show night, and then we're going to put our bets in. That's the plan. But it doesn't mean we can't think about it. We can make a mental note. We can make a mental note. Doesn't mean I have to bet it. Not allowed to bet. Not going to bet till Wednesday. And I'm glad I did that because now I'm getting closer. It's like, that guy, he's definitely not going to win. The guy I thought of when I was doing the dishes, he's not going to win. He could contend. He might contend, but he's not going to win. So I'm glad I don't have that bet in for big money. I might put a little sprinkle, a little something, just in case. So I don't have to kick myself in the nuts if he ends up winning. And I did roster him, so there's upside there. Anyway, everybody see that? Our boy Xander Legion. I took a pic with Xander today. He's feeling confident. Well, that's good. That's good. We'll talk about Xander, obviously. I didn't write anything down. I don't have show notes. So if I get distracted, I get distracted. And by the way, Chad, if you're watching, I heard you today, and I took that as a direct shot, mocking those who don't pay attention to the chat. I heard you. You jerk. It's too much. I don't like to lose my train of thought. So screw you, Chad. I'm going to try to watch my language a little bit more this year, which I know it's kind of bullshit, but I might have like my Aunt Mary Claire watching or my Aunt Judy, and I gotta keep it clean because you never know who's watching. So if I do have an outburst, I probably will apologize to Aunt Judy because I'm a nice boy. Anyway, my brother told me that I say the same things twice. Like I'll say something and then I'll say the same thing again, just to like reiterate. I think I just did it. It's a problem. So I'm going to work on that. He also says I apologize too much. But I like to use the apologies as a comedic like touch. I find apologies could be very funny. So I'll try to use apologies in a more a better sense of humor, I guess. Anyway, there's a couple of things I've been thinking about. All right, anyway, cheers. Let's talk about it. Nancy in accounting doesn't like the cursing. Tommy Power. Oh, I miss Nancy in accounting. That's right. Oh, you guys are great. You're talking about my jokes. All right. I talked about that. I talked about this is nuts. We don't need this. How about some retweets? And I was thinking about that too. Maybe don't retweet. Maybe I don't need more people in my life right now. It's good to grow. It's good to, whatever. I'm glad you like the show, but maybe don't tell anybody. Because I already got more than I can handle right now. So we'll just dial it back. We'll grow organically. All right? We'll grow organically. We're in year 4, which is very exciting. I'm glad everybody's here and enjoys it and whatnot. But let's get to it. Enough of this stuff. All right. Here's my take. Here's my narrative. How do I want to say this? I've heard a couple people mention the Greens reading book thing. Now, they always seem to think that it's only going to affect Bryson, which I think it will absolutely affect Bryson. But we have no freaking idea how it's going to affect the whole field. The whole field. Not just Bryson. We don't really know how reliant some of these guys are on those books and how altering it's going to be to not have them. Now, over the next couple of events or over the next few months, we might see guys adjust. We might just see things in the putting game that we haven't seen before. Guys that were good putters might not be as good. Guys that are bad putters might be better. We don't know how the numbers are going to play out. You have all your typical stuff. You've heard it all week about what type of form people are in, how much have they been playing, how seriously do they take this, all that crap. And that's all true. We don't know. We don't know anything. But we really, really don't know how the lack of greed reading books is going to affect the entire field. Now, my theory is, and what I'm thinking, and how I landed on the players that I landed on, is that there's only one tournament where there's no greed reading books. And I want guys that can putt well at Augusta National. Now, I know it's a different grass surface. I know there's more undulation at Augusta. I understand that there's more experience required and I get all of that. All right. You're not going to tell me anything that I don't already know. I understand. It's not the same thing. They're not the same style greens. That's not the point. The point is that at Augusta National during the Masters, there's no green reading books. You have to rely on your caddy and your line of sight, and you have to read the greens yourself. Bryson hasn't putted well at Augusta National. You can argue Justin Thomas hasn't putted well at Augusta National. That's why he hasn't won one. There is something to it. So when I was looking at my players, I needed a good Augusta track record just because that kind of proves that they'll be fine. They can handle putting without a greens reading book because I've seen it. I've seen it already. And I think that is going to give me – I think that's an angle that's going to give me an edge. Because if they could putt at Augusta National without a greens reading book, then they're going to be able to handle this week and going forward. These golfers are so superstitious and they don't like to change things, and they're athletes and they're precocious, and You just don't know. I have no idea. It could totally not be a thing. It could totally not be a thing. And guys will be draining putts all over the place. I don't know. But what if they don't? What if it's an issue and nobody's talking about it? They are for Bryson. But I like this angle a lot. So I'm playing, for the most part, I'm going that Augusta route. Now, that being said, we got Jon Rahm at the top of the board. He's like a notorious anti-Greens book guy. And he's pretty good at it. So that's annoying, to say the least. I was on Andy Lack's season preview show. We did the golf majors and talked about Tiger and Taylor Swift and all that good stuff. And Xander, you should really listen to that. It's like 3 hours. It's tremendous. At the tail end of it, we were making bold predictions, and I said Jon Rahm's not going to win a tournament this year. So it would be only fitting if he comes out and he wins the first freaking tournament of the year. So there's that. But he hasn't played in a long time. I don't know if that an old number one thing is a thing or not. If it matters. So, and then again, Andy Lack, the freaking turncoat, goes out there and on his preview, and he's like, "Oh, Jon Rahm's going to win this tournament." Okay, Andy Lack, I see where you're going. You get a lot of stabs in the back lately, and in the front. By the way, a lot of friends in the community just laying the wood to Nagel. It's all right. I'm still standing. I can handle it. You can take Andy Lack. You can pick Jon Rahm. There's no sweat off my ass. Sorry, Mary Claire. All right, but no, I'm not going to play Rahm. What are you fucking? Sorry, I'm not going to play Jon Rahm. You're out of your mind. You think I am? Colin Morikawa. Oh, our darling, our savior. Colin's great. If he ends up winning and becomes the number one player in the world, I'll be giggling. I'll be so happy. How reliant is Colin Morikawa on green books? I'm not sure. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna let it play out. I'm gonna see what happens. Let's see how big of an issue this is, especially somebody like him who struggles with putting. Now you're taking his green book away. What's that going to do for his confidence? He was okay at Augusta, and he might hit it to a foot, so it won't matter. You don't need a green reading book when you're a foot out. I get that. These greens are kind of flat-ish. They flatten them, and they slowed them down. And in a way, I kind of want Colin Morikawa to win. But I'm gonna gamble a little bit, and I'm gonna say, okay, maybe not this week. But I think about it, the way he was winning the Hero, and he was up for 5 shots, and then he blew that. That's got to stick in his craw, right? He's got to be out there and saying, "F this, let's go out and let's finish this one this time." There's a world in which I could totally see that. I don't know why I'm not playing Colin. I think you can make a really compelling case for him. Obviously. Justin Thomas. Green book. I guess. Bones is on the bag. JT's going to have a huge year. I get it. But can we see? Guy's struggling with his putting. He's very reliant on that greens book. Now he's got bones. Maybe he'll help him read the greens better. I don't know. Want to see how it plays out. Another factor with fading all these guys at the top of the board is just roster construction. I didn't love anybody down in the 6s that much. So I figure, I'm assuming someone People are going to want to roster JT. People are going to want to roster Colin. You got Hovland up there. All these guys above 10,000. And they might fade the nines. I've heard a lot of stuff about fading the $9,000 range. There's only 3 guys. But if you fade that, then I'll give you some differential, whatever that word is. But I'm not going to fade the 9s. I'm going to fade the 10s and go a little bounce there. Leave a little money on the table, and we'll go from there. Now, that could be really dumb. And, of course, Colin Morikawa can win, and, of course, JT can win. But I'm just kind of it's an exhibition. It's supposed to be an exhibition. This is preseason. This is a scrimmage, a little warm-up for the Sony where it really counts next week. We got the Carbon Cup going. We got one and done. Like, that's what we care about. This is just a little, like, welcome back. Let's have some fun. We don't have to go crazy. I'm not going crazy. You degenerates, you can go crazy. I'm not. So, yeah, JT, Bryson, green reading books out the window. I played Bryson in this freaking tournament last year. I think he ended up finished 7th. I have a theory on Bryson. Talked about this in the season preview with Andy Lack. You should check that out. I want Bryson on flat ground. Florida, Texas, where it's flat. I don't want Bryson with an awkward side hill, uphill lie with a wedge that's too long or too short. No, it's too long. And he sucks. He has not been good. He hasn't been super elite in those situations. Almost, well, especially since this distance game. I played Bryson last year. I paid real strict attention, and he just didn't fire. Made a lot of mistakes, and he's never really played well at the Masters, with the exception of that opening round or first 2 rounds a couple years ago. I understand he's got an advantage, and I know he's been on the range, and he hits at 500 yards, and he has a chip to for an eagle putt. I understand that he has advantages, but I'm sticking to this until I see otherwise. I want Bryson on flat ground until I see that he has these wedges and chips figured out with his awkward length irons and everything else. So that's my theory with Bryson. I'm fading him until Florida. All right? Right. Victor Hovland. All right, here's another take. Don't get mad at me. And don't throw this in my face in 2 years. Just hear me out. Victor Hovland is a terrific young player. He is very likable. I bet him at Mayakoba the first time he won it. I like Victor Hovland. I do. There's nothing about him that rubs me the wrong way. But I will say this. If you've been paying attention to me for a long time, you may know that I don't love Jon Rahm. Now, my take on Jon Rahm years ago was, can we see him do something before we anoint this guy like the best player in the world? Now, since then, Jon Rahm has gone to prove himself and is now, he manipulated the OWGR and got to number 1 and, got a free drop and chased down, perennial winner, Louis Oosthuizen. And he wanted to listen, he did his job. He won. So I gotta get over that. Fine. But I kind of see Victor Hovland like getting that same stuff. Victor Hovland's won a couple of real bullshit tournaments. like super bullshit tournaments. And like, can we just calm down with Victor? Yes, he's awesome. He's likable and he's a great, he's can do a lot. But can we just calm down? That's all I'm asking. That's all I said about Rahm years ago. Can he just do something first? He won by a Coba and Puerto Rico and the Hero. Like, that's not an outrageous take. Like, just can we see it? Can we see it? Like we saw Hovland in contention at Torrey, and Reed dusted him by 5. He might not be there yet. He might get there, yes. But I just see a lot of similarities. Maybe it's just the narratives and the Twitter and the clickbait and all this bullshit. Let's all talk about Victor Hovland. Oh, I love Victor Hovland. He's going to do great things, and he's the greatest. And yeah, but like, just wait. Like, why does he have to be that guy today? It's so like recency bias stuff. Like, you got to earn it. You have to earn it. You can't just be given it. You have to earn it. And winning bullshit tournaments you don't get points for that. You get world ranking points, but you don't get real points. And I like Victor Hovland a lot, but let's just calm down. All right. Cantlay hasn't played since like the FedEx Cup. Another turncoat, Stephen Hennessy, was talking to Andy Lack about how he liked Patrick Cantlay so much. Andy agrees with him, which I don't understand. I had to pause the podcast and gather myself. What the hell are you guys talking about? Cantlay hasn't played it forever. Cantlay gives 0 fucks. This is the Sippin' Mai Tais tournament. What are we talking about? He's got a hunger deep inside. He wants to back up. And what are you talking about? Atrocious take. And yeah, I stole some chips. All right? You know what I did? I went and I got a golf lesson a week later, and I learned how to chip. And it's a work in progress. And now I have a book from my friend Charlie that's going to bring it all together. Just totally sandbagging me. It's become a tradition on Andy Lack's podcast. Come on my show. You can make fun of Nagel. It's fine. All right. I get it. So no, Cantlay is a total fade. Plus he sucks on Bermuda. I don't care what the numbers say. He's always been bad in Florida. He's a California guy. We're done. We're just no, not this week. Trying to be so sharp. No one's playing Cantlay. Yeah, for good reason. All right, Xander. Let's do a couple minutes on Xander real fast. I put Xander in my lineup because it's a goddamn exhibition, and it'd be stupid not to. And he's played well at the Masters. He could handle the no green reading books. And I'm Nagel, and I'm going to take Xander in Hawaii because I'd be an idiot not to. He hasn't been great all fall. He had a very busy end of the summer. He's flying back and forth from Tokyo 2 times. He got married. There's a lot of stuff going on. He won a gold medal. A lot of stuff. So I don't care about any of that stuff. In terms of the course recent form, he's fine. I made reference. I keep talking about this preview with Andy Lack. I made reference to Xander, and one of the things I said was that I'm worried about him this year. I'm worried about how what the narratives are going to be and how people are going to talk about him and how he's going to be treated because he won a stupid gold medal. And I made comparisons to Ricky Fowler. Ricky Fowler is a punchline. I want to amend that statement. It's not Ricky Fowler. Xander will never be Ricky Fowler in terms of commercial exposure and everything else. But you know where it might be going? and this is more accurate. What if Xander becomes Justin Rose? That would be an absolute nightmare. I don't want Xander to be Justin Rose. Now, Justin Rose, at least he won a major. But after Justin Rose won the gold medal, then it was all like the MasterCard and Team Rose, and things changed. And it was like we're supposed to treat Justin Rose with some semblance of respect and dignity because he won a stupid gold medal. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't really want Xander to win this tournament. I'm just so sick and tired of hearing the stupid stuff with the small fields and everything else, which makes me think that just like at the Olympics, like it's coming just to like make me uncomfortable, just to make it more difficult on me that he's going to have another win in a short field event. Like, can he just win Torrey this year and shut all these fucking people up? And can he just, sorry, Aunt Judy, can he just win the Masters or win the U.S. Open or something like that and just put an end to all this crap? That's what I'm hoping for. But no, he'll probably show up well here. Probably he'll win in Saudi. That crap. Just so sick and tired of hearing about it. But I will say this. As much as I am sick and tired of hearing about it, it doesn't bother me as much as it used to. I think it was Max Homa I heard do an interview. Hi, Ange. I thought it was Max Homa did an interview with No Laying Up at the end of the year. And I really come to grips with the Xander and the no-cut event bullshit thing. Because Homa said that, when you give the best players in the world 4 rounds, yeah, of course, they're going to climb up the leaderboard. If it went 5 rounds, they're going to get even closer. If it goes, the longer it goes, the more the best players are going to rise to the top. I was like, you know what? That's a great point, Max Homa. So maybe Xander's just good. And if you give him 4 days, eventually he's going to work his way to the top. Just like Justin Thomas, just like Dustin Johnson, just like all these guys that have these great records in these small field events or no-cut events. All right. So it doesn't really bother me as much anymore, but people still talk about it. Xander's got high ownership this week because people are dumb. And I'm sorry if you're dumb. I really am. Like, if you think I'm talking about you because you roster Xander, because you think that he's great in no-cut events or whatever, well, listen, I can't help you. I'm sorry. But the fact that he's been good at this tournament has nothing to do with the fact that there's no cut. He's just good. And that's what happens. Good players play good. And he won this event before. And if there was a cut, he would have won it anyway. Although he did shoot 61 on the last day. 62. I'm sorry if I called you dumb. And I'm sorry, Kenny, for apologizing for calling people dumb. So I have Xander on my lineup. So I started my lineup at 9,500. Gives me a lot of wiggle. Sam Burns, another guy. He's scary. It's Bermuda. He's Bermuda Burns. Don't have to worry about the distance. He's really good. He's a threat. I haven't looked at any ownership. I'm going to try not to pay too much attention, even though Fancier Sports gave me a promo code. Maybe I could change the promo code to I don't give a crap. I'm playing who I want. That's a long promo code. But I don't know what the ownership is on any of these guys. I just know what people are doing. Kind of, sort of. And people like Sam Burns. Oh, Jesus, excuse me. People like Sam Burns, and they're going to roster him. He's never played here before. I don't think it matters. He's good. I like Sam Burns. I am going to play Jordan Spieth. I think he's going to contend and finish high. I don't want to say I think he's going to win. He is my pick to win. Whether he actually does, a lot of things would have to fall into place for that to happen. I'd have to be right about this whole green reading thing. Colin has to not fire. Rom has to be rusty. There's a couple things that need to happen. So, but if I want somebody who I know could putt well at Augusta, can handle not having a green reading book, it's Jordan Spieth. So I go with the Spieth Xander stack at the top. Hideki hasn't played since Japan. It's another thing. I didn't write any of this down, and I'm hitting all my stuff. In this fall, in the swing season, I didn't pay too much attention to the golf tournaments. I picked maybe one guy, and I bet him, and that was it. Maybe two, depending. But I had a second with Wolf at the Shriners when Sungjae won, and I hit Hideki in Japan. So that was my only winner of the fall. I was really involved in college football this year. Got a little bit more involved in the NFL than I would have liked. But I just had a hard time getting into the golf in the fall. But I did hit Hideki. But he hasn't played since. He's got a good record here. Obviously a good Masters record. Might be a good sneaky play under the radar type deal if you're interested. I didn't go there, but you can. Brooksy. I'm going to try to go through this a little bit faster. We're running out of time. My brother likes Brooks. So I sent my brother a picture of Jenna Sims naked, leaning into her Jeep looking for her car keys in Hawaii. I'm sure Brooks was on the range at the time. I'm a firm believer in Brooks only at the majors. And every time he plays in a non-major event, it's like nobody's learned. Nobody's learned. Last week or 2 weeks ago, they had the replay of the Phoenix Open. How Xander didn't win that tournament is fucking criminal. He played so bad. Brooks was 5 shots back. Xander's headed to the par 5. It's ridiculous. I still don't think Brooks was motivated to win. It just kind of fell in his lap. And it's true. Xander's in a cactus. I think it was Danny Lee. Was it Danny Lee? No. James Hahn. Excuse me. James Hahn in the mix. Scheffler was up there. But I'm not playing Brooks in the first event of the year in a scrimmage. This is like an actual scrimmage. So, no. I got a text from Andy Lack. Well, watch the show, buddy. He knows I'm recording, and he wants me to reply to his text. Where are we? Berger. Oh, another guy with a 9-hour putting routine. He's never putted well at Augusta. Pass. All right. I'll get back to Cam Smith. I am going to play Sungjae in. It's Bermuda. I know he's popular. It's Bermuda. Grass. And it's Sungjae. And this is a golf course that you could be kind of aggressive on. And he's not a guy I'm worried about, putting the clubs away for 3 months. I'm sure he's raring to go. He was good here last year, if I'm recalling that correctly. So that was easy. Sungjae in. Wyndham. I could fade Sungjae and go to Abe Answer. I could. I have the money. Well, obviously he's less, but I don't know. Because Abe Answer, he also won on Bermuda at the Southwind. I'm not sure. No, I'm going to play Sungjae. So the guy I was thinking of when I was doing the dishes was Tony Finau. It's practically a home game for Tony Finau. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about Tony Finau's like Hawaiian vibe, his roots. Yeah, I know he's not from Hawaii. He's Polynesian and Samoan or Tongan or whatever. But dude, he's fucking Hawaiian. Sorry, Aunt Judy. The problem with Finau is that as someone who's a bad putter, he's actually the worst. If you're worried about grass surfaces, a little agronomy segment for you, he's worse on Bermuda than he is on bent or POA or bent POA mixes or anything else. Paspalum, whatever. Bermuda's like he's worse than regular Finau bad on Bermuda. You have to go back a couple of years. Now, he did finish second at the Hero, but that's one decent finish on Bermuda in like 5 years. Unless you count the 7th that he had at the Hero a couple of weeks ago. I think it's possible. But here's the thing. If I'm sticking to putting at Augusta and greed reading books, like the golf course as a whole, like that's Tony. That's like, doesn't that make you think Tony Finau? Like, if you like Sam Burns and you like Hovland, and why wouldn't you like Tony Finau? If it's just the Bermuda numbers, okay. But what if nobody's making putts this week? Because everybody is short-circuiting because they don't have the confidence, because they don't have the read that they're looking for. We don't know. So, yeah, he's not going to win. I'll put a small bet on him to win at like 20-1 or whatever, 22, 25, whatever he is. But can T5 Tony T5 here? Fuck yeah. Sorry. Yes, of course he can. He's T5 Tony for a reason. So can I get a T5 out of T5 Tony? Is that asking too much? Things have to break right, but it's certainly possible. So I'd roster Tony Finau. Gonna take a camp chance. I got to differentiate somewhere. Ownership is all over the place. Got to leave a little money on the table. I got nobody above 10,000. It's possible. It also could be an atrocious pick, but he's Hawaiian, kind of, and it's a home game. And no one's talking about Tony Finau in Hawaii. They talk about Tony Finau in Hawaii when they pick him at the Sony, which I think he's also bad at. But anyway, I'm just taking a chance, hoping it, even top, I want a T5, I'll take a top 10. If he wants to win, he can win. All right, so Patrick Reed. And I mentioned Cam Smith before. Now, I don't know about you, but I kind of put Cam Smith and Patrick Reed in like the similar skill set guys. Now, that could be off. One could be better off the tee. One could be better with their irons. But I just kind of think of them as like short game wizards. I want them on hard courses. And like I just kind of have my friend Charlie says, you go with your gut. I just kind of have like a gut feel for Reed this week. I know he's very popular and people are betting him and everything else. But I don't like Cam Smith. So that's why I'm bringing this up. Why would I like Reed with his skill set, but then not like Cam Smith with his skill set? And if I even want to pull the Augusta thing, like Cam Smith was good at Augusta that one year. My only... I also get Patrick Cantlay don't give a crap vibes from Cam Smith. It's Hawaii, probably be out on his boat. I think that was a thing last year where they showed Cam Smith out there fishing or something. I don't think he cares. I've always questioned Cam Smith's motivation. This isn't the Zurich, which he apparently loves to win. So, from a motivation angle, I give Reed the edge. And Bermuda grass. If you care about that, Patrick Reed, I'm not worried about that. Obviously. He's won Wyndham and other stuff on Bermuda. I think he was just good at the Hero. I know everybody's betting him. I'm probably not going to bet him to win. I don't really want him to win. But I just think he can play well and be in the mix, make a lot of birdies, and we'll see what happens. So I like Reed. I'm not going to go chapter and verse on all these guys in the $7,000 range. Harris English, Kokrak. Kokrak put it out of his mind last year. Friend of the program, Andy Pope, told me that he expects big things out of Kokrak. I should have asked Andy Pope, how do you think the green reading book or lack thereof? But I think his caddy is like some type of green reading savant, and that's kind of changed things for Kokrak. I don't know. Or no, it was his putter. He added 2 inches to his putter or something. Still going to wait and see. People like Taylor Gooch. Again, just because you win a freaking swing season event does not mean you're ready for prime time. Earn it. Earn it. You have to earn it. People like Leishman. Wide fairways, people like Leishman. I get it. We're not going to have any win this week, by the way. So not a lot of win narratives. For me, anyway. I think it's going to be 3 miles an hour on Sunday. The highest it's going to get is 10 miles an hour. I like bent grass. I'm trying to do a little less grass narrative stuff this year. But I'm going to play Billy Horschel. Now, Billy Horschel does not have the best Masters record in the world. Billy Horschel might be a little bit of a mental head case. If you take his green reading book away, it might be a problem. However, he's so good on Bermuda. He's a Florida guy. It's on. Like, if I'm wrong about the whole Masters thing, maybe I could get lucky with Horschel. And he could top 10. He could make a lot of birdies. I don't have to worry about his length. It's all about making some putts. And so I like Horschel. He's the only non-Masters successful guy that I have in my lineup. Xander, Spieth, Sungjae. Now, Sungjae missed the cut at the Masters last year, but he was in contention. And he's a big Bermuda guy. So maybe him and Horschel are both. Maybe don't check that awesome at the Masters box. But Finau and Reed, they certainly do. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag. Some guys are good here. Some guys haven't been. We'll see. It's an exhibition. It's supposed to be an exhibition. I don't have anybody under 7,000. So all these $6,000 guys, none of them. A little different. I think I left like $400 or $500 on the table. See Woo shake that ass, maybe. Heard a couple people talk him up. I like that. Guy's won the Wyndham. He's won the Players. He's won on Bermuda grass. Why not? I don't mind that. Again, I don't know what the ownership is. But I don't have to go down here. My brother kind of mentioned Kevin Kisner. Another guy who's won the Wyndham, Bermuda grass greens. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. That's fine. That's a good play. Kisner hasn't really been great at the Masters. Si Woo was good at the Masters before he broke his putter, which is in the Nagels Bagels hype video, by the way. How about that? Sink, Glover. Yeah. So I don't love anybody below 7. That thing like bugged out for a second. So that's my lineup. I'm probably going to bet Spieth. And I'll probably might sprinkle a couple other names. But I like Spieth. And I'm hoping that Xander top 5s and T5 Tony, that's the key. If I can get Finau towards the top of the board, I could have a really good week. Yeah, Sanjay, Birdie Fest, yeah. Patrick Reed in there, annoying people. Billy Horschel in there, annoying people. All these guys could top 10. Why the hell not? Just got to get a little lucky. And if we don't get lucky, it's fine. It's fine. Don't really want Xander to win. But if he does, fine. He could just be a punchline. It won't change anything for me if he wins or doesn't win. I'm not going to be doing a dance if he wins next week or this week. Because it won't end. It won't change anything. It won't end any bullshit narratives. So until that happens, I'm going to be a little protective. All right, I'm done. 9:12. It's not bad. I had no material. And I went an hour and 12 minutes. Good job by me. I know there's something that I forgot to talk about. I'm trying to remember what it is. I think it has something to do with pricing or ownership or roster construction. Oh, hell, I can't find it. The hell with it. All right. 5 and 6 with a WD. Certainly on the table. COVID times, man. Timmy Thomas Tower. All right. Phil loves Augusta. Yes, he does. Phil does love Augusta. But he hasn't played here for 20 years. And there's a reason for that because he doesn't like going to Hawaii for this tournament for whatever reason. And he's here now. Apparently, it's something to do with the stupid PIP. And I'm not buying it. I don't care. All right. All right. Oh, it was why KH League is going to win. Maybe Stack. All right. So we're going to do some questions now. If you want to hang out and chat, but the show's over. If you want to retweet it, you can, but you don't have to. Hit that like button or thumb, subscribe. I don't know. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I love a good mention. Right, CP? You jerk. Washington football team -6.5 Sunday. It doesn't matter. All right. I don't bet on preseason scrimmages. Okay. Season's over. The Giants season is over. The Washington season is over. It's okay. You're the only person in the world that cares about my. I don't know. I don't know why you care. It's really vexing. Joe Judge getting fired. I hope so. Well, I don't blame Joe Judge because the Giants haven't played a relevant game in 4 years, 3 years. So it doesn't really matter who the head coach is. I sincerely believe that. Now, so well, what if Bill Belichick was the coach? Well, if Bill Belichick was the coach, then this team wouldn't be the way it is because Bill Belichick would be in charge. Right now, with the Giants, we don't know who's in charge. That's the problem. There's no kingpin. And if there is, and the kingpin is John Mara, it doesn't matter who the coach is. That's my point. If they want to fire Joe Judge, fine, fire Joe Judge. But if you just replace him with somebody else, like, it doesn't matter. You're just rearranging the deck chairs. There has to be like a massive, there has to be a come to Jesus moment. Like, oh, it's me. It's my fault. It's not Ben McAdoo or Pat Shurmur or Joe Judge or Dave Gettleman or who's the other guy? Jerry Reese. No, it's John Mara. It's Chris Mara. It's those guys. And until they realize that they're the issue and that they are not doing things correctly, it doesn't matter who the coach is. Doesn't really matter who the GM is. New GM comes in and signs Saquon Barkley to a 3-year contract. Like, we're fucked. It's over. Because then you already know that he's not the guy. You need somebody to be in charge that has some semblance of football operations in the year 2022. And draft capital and salary cap allocation and not trading for a guy who's you're gonna have to put on the franchise tag and not signing players and then trading them away and not drafting running backs. Like, you need somebody that just understands football 101. And not somebody who's going to come in and try to make a big splash of a trade for a 30-something-year-old quarterback, which I might not be against. I'm on the fence about that. Because a quarterback can change everything. But they're so far away. Like, they still haven't admitted that they're fucked. And until they do, until they realize that it's just rearranging the deck chairs, man. Like I said. All right? No way, Judge. That's not what I want to do. Hide. Joe Judge here. Who has better teeth, Burgers Girl or Cam Smith? Cam Smith by a mile. Dougie Fresh I am. What did that say? He's laughing. Hey, Augie. Hide. Show. Hide. Oh, I love you too, CP. Thanks. What were your thoughts on the Giants versus the Bears? I did not see one play of that game. I haven't watched a lot of the Giants this year. I've got to be honest. I don't think people really understand how indifferent I am. Like, I hate them. I'm so mad at them. They suck so bad. And I've been screaming for years about how bad they are and how bad they're going to be. And I'm the asshole. Oh, you're not, that's a bad fan. You got to support the team. Bullshit. I saw my dad at Christmas, and he had just read an article or something in the newspaper, and it would talk about how the Giants with Dave Gettleman and how badly he screwed up, and the Saquon Barkley thing, and all he's reading all this stuff. And it's like, boy, this sounds awfully familiar. I'm like, Dad, I told you the night after the draft in 2018, they ruined the franchise. Ruined the franchise. That was 3.5 years ago. Am I taking bows? I'm not happy. I'm not happy about it. But wake the fuck up, man. Like, smell the road. Like, do something. It's so bad. It's so bad. They're operating as if, I don't know if it's like better or worse than like a caller to WFAN at midnight making proposing trades. That's like what Dave Gettleman has become to me. By the way, got a little something special in the can for you on Monday morning when it's announced that Dave Gettleman will not be returning. A little something in the can for you. It's really You're really gonna like it. You're really gonna like it. I can't wait. Monday's gonna be a glorious day. So check the Twitter feed after Gettleman's news is announced. So I got something for you. All right. Big fan of Belichick. Great to have you back. Thanks, Barry. Appreciate that. Sean Hyde. That was well said. JT by 6. Trade for O2B is better than drafting one. Well, it depends who the quarterback is. And if you're not going to be good for 2 or 3 years and you give up all your draft capital, the way the roster is built now, you're not doing anything productive. If they bring Russell Wilson in here, but they don't have a pass rusher, it won't matter. They'll just go from 5 and 13 or 4 and 16, 15, whatever the fuck it is. It doesn't matter. To 8 and 8. And maybe they get a playoff spot. Yeah, great. Congratulations. But if they want to be a contender, they need. I'm not saying you have to build first, then get the quarterback. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you just have to do it the right way. And I have no confidence that they have somebody in the building that is capable of doing that right now. I'm not saying that I have to draft a quarterback. I'm not saying that. Don't put that on me. I didn't say that. Just saying, if you're going to pay big money and you already have salary cap issues, you have to do it the right way. You got to be careful. You can't give away all your number one picks. You have to work around. You got to get creative. You got to finagle. All right? So happy you're back, Nagels. Good luck. All right. Thanks, Dougie. Oh, Charlie, great question. By the way, that dog, dead. Now, I'm not usually, I like dogs. Don't get me wrong. But that dog, God. Yes, I wasn't joking when I said he's dead. He did die. He passed away. I don't know what happened. I just know that he's dead. And that's a shame. But it's nice and quiet. It's nice and quiet. So I'm kind of happy about that. And I'm not getting a new one because they're heartbroken. And they don't want to go through that again. That's a shame. The gym, the sound isn't so bad. They could probably hear me. So I got to keep it down. Love Mario. Great dude. They did do something with the soundproofing. The problem is that they're so busy all the time. And now it's New Year's and everybody's going to the gym. I come home from work and the freaking parking lot is fucking jam-packed. And that's annoying. I have to park all the way down at the end and I got to walk all the way back. I've been freaking walking all day. I want my freaking parking spot. So that's a little annoying. But you know what? I give up my parking space for a dead dog. And I got the dead dog. So I'm happy about that. Got a new neighbor. Seems cool. Never see them. But no dogs there. So things are okay. If I hit the Powerball, though, I'm moving. All right? Stephen Hennessy. You know what, Stephen Hennessy? I got nothing to say to you right now. All right? You have to go back and watch the replay. At least Gettleman is out. Not the point, Jared. Worst team in football. Yeah, no shit, Dennis. I told you. What is your prediction for the 4 major winners? Glad you asked. I like Colin at the Masters. I think I like Brooksy at the PGA. I like Spieth at the U.S. Open, although I'm not sure about that one. I have to learn more about Brookline. It does. Let's see how Spieth's iron play is. I might amend the Masters and take Colin at the U.S. Open. And then again, I might not. I don't know. And I'm kind of I like Finau as at St. Andrews, but new developments have happened, and it might be Bryson. So we'll see. Those are the 4 majors. But Bryson's never played well at the Open. A little early. I also would like Xander to win a major, and that's 5 guys for 4 tournaments. I don't want Rahm to win. JT's supposed to have a monster year. You got this Victor Hovland guy. The Sam Burns breakthrough now. There's a lot of guys. I have a bet on Kokrak at the PGA that I like. I like that. He's 101, or he was. We'll get to the majors. All right? Just calm down, Eddie. Is that little white dog MIA yet? Yeah, dead. Sorry to hear it. Offensive line. They could use an offensive line. Yes. Glad to hear. RIP. Glad to hear. Thanks, Charlie. Well, great show. Welcome back. Brooks 60-1, the top 10, all 4 majors. Timmy Tommy Power, that's a bet. That I would. Rom by a touchdown. Okay. I wonder who that is. Big fan of Rom. Open Championship, gotta be Louis. Oh, Eddie, don't be such a square. Louis Usain's odds for the Open Championship are like 12-1. Last I saw. He's like third choice on the board. It's insanity. It's insanity. I wouldn't expect Louis to have the same type of year. I'm telling you, man, this greed reading book thing, it might be a huge deal. And now it might be nothing, but it might be a huge deal. So we'll see what happens. All right. Planning to go to any tourneys this season. I am. I'm probably going to go to the U.S. Open up in Boston, go see Charlie and Dave, Rhino Booyah, and my cousins. I might go to the Travelers, hang out with Timmy Tommy Power. We'll see. That's the week after the Open. I don't know if I'll get up there for that. I'll try. I think the Travelers field is going to be friggin' stacked this year because they're going to go from Boston to Connecticut. So I'd like to go to the Travelers. I haven't been a couple years. And I really like that tournament. I love that golf course. Is there another one? Maybe when the playoffs, they're going to be in Delaware, I think. Down in Wilmington or something like that. I might go down there for that in like August, but I haven't looked that far ahead. So the BMW. What else is there? Is there any other tournaments that are local? No, I think that's it. Because I have to like go on vacation without going to a golf tournament at some point. I've been spending all my vacation time going to golf tournaments, going to the U.S. Open, the Torrey. It's getting out of hand. Has Kokrak earned it, as you say? Yeah. Well, he's won 3 times. He won that Zozo, which was a pretty good field. Now, granted, it was like his home golf course. But then he won the Houston Open he wasn't supposed to. He won Colonial, beat Spieth coming down the stretch in Texas. And I have like a little soft thing for Kokrak now because of Andy Pope, which I know is dumb, but I like what he said to me. He expected him now that he got this putter thing figured out and he broke through, he expects him to have like a huge career. And he's gone on and won like 3 times or 2 more times since then. And that golf course at the PGA, since you apparently didn't listen, did you not? No, you listened. I said this in the preview with Andy Lack that maybe I didn't say that. Never mind. My bad. His odds, he was like 100-1 or 80-1 or something like that a couple of weeks ago. And there's their bent grass greens at Southern Hills. And it's the same. I found out after the fact that it's the same architect that is a Maxwell, I think. That could be wrong. It probably is. Whoever designed Colonial also designed Southern Hills. Or there's the similarities there or whatever. All I know is Jason Kokrak won Colonial. He's good on bent grass greens, and he's 100-1 at the PGA. And he's won regular events. He didn't win some bullshit swings. Well, technically, I guess the Zozo and the Houston Open are both bullshit swing season events. Nevertheless, he's right. He should be ready to contend in a major. Yes. And at that price and those narratives, it's worth a shot. And it's a futures bet. And you never know. And you have to let it play out. So if he goes out and he shoots 76 on Thursday in the PGA, don't fucking text me saying, nice pick with Kokrak. You're probably going to blame Dan Snyder for it anyway. All right? Stay the hell out of my ass, Christopher Powers, or I'm going to talk to your mother, who follows me on Twitter, by the way. All right? Good. All right. Plan to go on any tournaments. Solid show. Good luck this week. Thanks, Jake. I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to go. I'm getting hoarse. It's been an hour and a half. I'm going to get this posted. Best of luck to you this week. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You can if you're new, do not text me tomorrow or tweet at me on a Thursday. If Finau jumps out first round lead or whatever, I don't want to hear it. I'm not interested, and I'm probably going to end up hating you. So don't do that, because that's a surefire way to get on my bad side. It's just by being a dick, texting me about Thursday golf results in a no-cut event. Don't be stupid. I hate stupid people. All right? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. It's great. It's good to be back. I am exhausted. I am not refreshed. I am not recharged, but I'm here. And we're going to do this every week until the end of the year. All right? Oh, thanks, Artie. Appreciate that. Good luck. See you in the top 10. Is that Artie? I don't even know. All right. Thanks, guys. All right. That's it. And I will see you next week. I will have notable top 10s, listener league, the whole thing. It'll be great. One and done. Let's fucking go. Sorry, Aunt Judy. All right. Bye-bye. Dun, 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 dun.